Dominating!
It's time for the starting grid for the North Carolina 400. In the first row, on the pole is last week's winner Cole Trickle, followed up by Jimmy Spencer alongside. Row 2, it is Neil Bonnet and Dale Earnhardt. Row 3, the Pontiac of Rusty Wallace starts alongside the Ford of Mark Martin. Row 4, Alan Kowicki and Ken Schrader are side by side. Row 5, Richard Petty and Harry Gant. Row 6, Morgan Shepherd and Bill Elliott. Row 7, Bobby Hillen Jr. and last week's narrow runner-up, Davey Allison. Row 8, Ricky Rudd and A.J. Foyt in the Buick and the Oldsmobile. And in row 9, rounding out the field, is Darrell Waltrip and Terry Labonte. That is the starting grid for the North Carolina 400. Stay tuned for the race.
To your cars.
Hello everyone and welcome to Rockingham Speedway. I am Mr. Sir 1995, your announcer for today's race. And if you watched last week's race, you'll know about that great finish at the end of it. So I don't really need to talk much about it there because that was just a great finish and that's all there is to it. Now, I hope we have similar to have two photo finishes in a row. We don't want to see a whole lot of bumping and banging going on out there, although that would make things a little more interesting. And we definitely don't want to see anybody get hurt. Now, Rockingham, this is a tough track for tough people. Little over a mile long, it has high banked corners, really, for a speedway of its size. But a little bit of an odd configuration, and the surface of the track is like sandpaper, so that can really wear out the tires, and we'll have to see how many cars can handle these 40 laps that we're about to run here. I'm Mr. Sir 1995. Stay tuned for the start of this race. Welcome back to Rockingham, where the cars are getting ready to get the command to start engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
And there it is. Cars are away. See, we have the camera trained on Cole Trickle, who, if you remember, won last week in that tremendous battle down to the end with Davey Allison. Allison himself is mired way back in the field. But here we go, Rockingham. 40 laps, 18 cars. Ugh. GM Power is going to lead him down to the start, a Chevy and a Pontiac. Pace car is off the track. And he's second now. And green flag is in the air on the second race of our season. Braking going down into turn number 1 is Cole Trickle, and he's going to shoot out onto the backstretch in the lead, ahead of Neil Bonnet. And that inside row is on the move. Excuse me. Coming around to lead the first lap, and here comes Bonnet, putting that 21 car on the inside of Trickle's number 46. And with ease, Bonnet goes into the lead. So it still remains to be seen if Cole Trickle can repeat his success last week at Daytona. But as it stands right now, Neil Bonnet is going to lead him around the second time. Excuse me, I have a bit of a cough today. Look at Rusty Wallace. He's going to move on the inside of Trickle, as is Kowicki, and Trickle is moored up at the top. Won't have a shot of winning from up there if he doesn't start gaining positions. Here comes Bonnet to lead another lap. But Wallace is going for the lead now. Rusty Wallace going for the lead in the North Carolina 400. Can his Pontiac do it? Against Bonnet's Ford up top. They're side by side going into 3. Wallace has the better line, and he's going to slip cleanly into first place to lead the 4th lap. But now he's being chased by 2 Fords. As you see, Kowicki's Ford has moved up from the 4th row and has pretty much left Schrader's Chevrolet out to dry. But here comes Wallace to lead another one. And if you remember our first season, it was pretty much a Rusty and Dale show. Excuse me. Wallace dominated all of last season. Of course, that was with the 2001 car set. This is the 89 car set, which of course Wallace won that championship in real life, and he's dominating here today. But you would think with the even ratings that it wouldn't be so bad. Look who's coming back up. He's got that Chevy on the move. Cole Trickle, he's caught and passed Kowicki. He's caught and is trying to pass Bonnet. Slipping to the inside, he almost touched him. Coming up fast and hard on that 27. Here comes Cole Trickle. Trying to make it 2 in a row as he goes to the inside of Wallace's Pontiac. And Cole Trickle is back up front again, guys. And it's going to be 8 laps in the book. And we see another Chevrolet. That's the 4th place starter of Dale Earnhardt. He's managed to get his car off the top line and he's moved up a spot. But I don't think his Chevrolet is as strong as Trickle's. Because just look at Cole Trickle. He is up there riding around with ease, although I think Bonnet is closing the gap ever so slightly every lap, and he's going to pull up on him here, I think. Is Bonnet going to try to pass Trickle? Not enough momentum, he thinks. Earnhardt got shoved up high, and that's going to allow the other cars to go by him. He's going to lose at least 3 spots. Unless he manages to slip down in front of one of them. Earnhardt does indeed lose 3 spots and gets in line in 6th place ahead of Ricky Rudd. And boy, once Cole got back up into the lead, he decided he's going to keep it. And whatever happened to Jimmy Spencer? Our 2nd place front row sitter. Here comes Bonnet. Not enough momentum on that 21 car to get around him through 3. And he's still directly behind that 46, but he's just waiting for an opportunity right on the back bumper of that Chevrolet. Look at this is the front bumper cam on Neil Bonnet's car, and all you see is Superflow. Right up on the back bumper of that number 46. Look at this. Oh, almost bumped him there. He is right up in there. Oh, he did bump him a little bit, I think. Our folks are plagued by allergies today, it seems. And here comes Hillen to pass Bonnet. Clearly, whatever it was that Bonnet did when he was bumping that 46 car, when he was tapping him on the back bumper, clearly Hillen used that because obviously Bonnet lost momentum. There's no question of that. From the way that the 46 pulled away from him, you could tell that. Bonnet lost momentum after he did that, and the 8 just pulled up on him and went around. And here comes Hillen for the lead. But can he do anything to oust that number 46? And here comes Bonnet back for second place. You see Rudd and Earnhardt and Wallace all having a battle there for 5th place, or 4th place at least. And it looks like of all the cars in the field who even have a remote shot of taking down Trickle before he gets his 2nd in a row, it's Neil Bonnet. But of course, there is still a long way to go. Actually, they just hit halfway. This is the halfway lap right here. Trickle's still your dominating leader here. And as they come around to complete the halfway lap, it is Trickle, Bonnet, Hillen, your top 3 at Rockingham. Welcome back to Rockingham. Cole Trickle is still your leader. As they head into turn 3, coming around to complete the 23rd lap. But in case you haven't noticed, in the past, since we took that break, the 21 and the 8 have pulled up on his back bumper considerably. And they may try to make a move on this dominating 46 car. Interestingly enough, Trickle apparently had a bad start or something because Bonnet passed him pretty quickly. He led the first lap. And then Bonnet managed to slip past him on lap 2 and lead that lap. And then, of course, we didn't see that 46 again until about lap 8. And then he slipped ahead of Wallace and has been there ever since. But maybe not for much longer because here comes Bonnet and he's got a little bit of help. And Bonnet slides past the 46 to go back into the lead for the first time since lap 8. Someone else is leading besides Cole Trickle. And Trickle's going to lose 2nd place to Hillen. You know, something tells me that's not the last we're going to see of that number 46. But as it stands right now, the 21 Ford of Bonnet is your leader as they come by to complete the 26th lap. And here comes Hillen for the lead. Bobby Hillen coming for the lead against Neil Bonnet. Is he going to have enough momentum off of 4? They are neck and neck. This looks like a finish almost. Bonnet's going to lead this lap. And he's going to get back ahead of that number 8. Hillen just did not have the horsepower to get it done. He's going to try again. Hillen back to the inside into turn 3. Once again, he's side by side, and this time he's got enough power. Coming off the corner, and it's going to be Hillen to lead it. And Cole Trickle is back there sniffing out his opportunity. He's going to get by Bonnet here. I told you this wouldn't be the last time we'd see Cole Trickle, and I was right, because here he comes. He's got past Bonnet. He's on Hillen's bumper. Try to go to the outside. He's going to try it on the outside. What an unusual attack method for this track. Nothing doing there, and he's going to lose a ton of momentum. Meanwhile, look who's catching up to this group. That's Ricky Rudd. He's managed to break off from the main pack, and he's moving that 26 on up. 10 laps to go this time by. If Bobby Hillin can just hold on for 10 laps, he will be the winner in the Rockingham 400. Here comes Bonnet for second. And Trickle's car has went away a little bit. He's not as dominant as he was. He's not able to make the passes like he was. Of course, I feel like that attempt on the outside on Hillin just was not a smart move, and this is going to allow Hillin to pull away. And you know Bobby Hillin likes to see them back there battling it out as Rudd starts to fade back towards that main pack, which has single filed its way out, so it's starting to catch up to Rudd. And you know, to answer my earlier question about what happened to Jimmy Spencer, well, he's managed to work his way up to 5th place. Just watch when they come off this second corner on this back straightaway shot. Right there, you see that red car in 5th place right behind the green of Rudd's? That is Jimmy Spencer, and we got a battle for the lead. Bonnet going for the lead against Hillin. He's not going to have enough power this time, I don't think. But he may get him going into 1. Yes, Bonnet to the inside of Hillin. Way up high goes Hillin. And here comes Cole Trickle, trying to pass Bobby Hillin on the inside. We may still see Trickle do 2 in a row. He may be saving something for those last few laps, but if he's going to go, he's got to go now. And here he goes. The Chevy trying to run down the Ford. He started to go to the inside, but I think he thought better of it because he realized he was not nearly close enough, didn't have enough momentum. Five to go. And this is setting up to be another exciting finish, folks. And Bonnet's pulling away. What happened to that 46? He just does not have the power and the catching power that he had before. Hillin gets back around him for 2nd place. And every lap that they do this, that's going to allow Bonnet to pull further and further away. Hillin's going to have 3 laps to try to catch Bonnet and pass him. I personally don't think that's going to be enough time, but he is starting to close the gap. Rapidly closing the gap is Hillin. He's going to make a move. And Trickle's going with him. Could this be a grand strategy on Cole Trickle's part? Because here comes Hillin to lead. 2 laps to go. Cole Trickle right there on the back bumper of that number 8. But he doesn't have any kind of help from Bonnet. He's not going to have enough time, I don't think. Here they come, white flag. And Trickle's weakening car becomes even more of a hindrance to himself. He's got to catch him before they reach turn 3. He's not going to have enough time through 3 and 4. And they come off of turn 4, and Bobby Hillin is going to win at Rockingham. Bobby Hillin Jr. in that number 8 Miller High Life Buick has brought her home in first place. And look at Davey Allison made a little late race surge to take fourth. And Cole Trickle's championship season is bettered by this. He didn't win, but he definitely got a second place finish, and that's good enough to help extend his lead over Allison, who finished 2 positions behind him. And that's going to do it for our coverage here of the Rockingham 400. Stay tuned for the official post-race finishing order. Well, there you have it, folks. There is the official running order. Earnhardt, who had a strong showing early, faded back to 18th and finished 6 seconds behind the leader. That is not a good finish for him. That's going to hurt his championship hopes. Jimmy Spencer made it back up to 5th place, but faded at the end to 7th. And really, out of all of the front runners, the only ones who seemed to show a strong showing all through the race were Cole Trickle and Neil Bonnet out of the front qualifiers. Out of the top 5 qualifiers, Rusty Wallace briefly showed some brilliance and faded back ahead, ended up with a mid-pack finish. And so, that's going to do it for our coverage here of the North Carolina 400. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, leave a like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Mr. Sir 1995. We'll see you next week. And peace out.